Good afternoon, everybody. I am Chef Vivek Wala, coming to you live from Soul Kitchen Restaurant located in Shillong in the lovely state of Meghalaya in the northeast of India. Today I'll be showing you two wonderful and simple and very aromatic recipes from our tribe called Khasi tribes in the state of Meghalaya. One is a lentil dish called Dai Nayong, which is actually red lentil, which is a dal masoor, which we've got here, 200 grams of it, which will be cooking along with your black sesame seed paste, your black til. Now for this, the ingredients which we'll be using is, like I said before, lentil 200 grams, 2 medium-sized onions finely grated, about 2 tablespoons of black sesame seed made into a very fine paste, a teaspoon of your turmeric powder, a teaspoon of freshly ground black pepper, salt as per taste, and ginger garlic paste. The cooking medium, as I would like to tell you all, in our northeast cuisine is all mustard oil. So here also we'll be using mustard oil as our cooking medium. And in the end, for the dal, we'll be using some water. So let's start with the cooking first. We'll take some mustard oil, say about 2 tablespoons of mustard oil into a pan. And let it come to a smoking point. This we allow it to come to a smoking point. Why? Because if we start cooking in a raw mustard oil, then you'll start getting a bitter taste from the dish. So we have to first make it come to a smoking point. Once it comes to a smoking point, we reduce the heat a little bit. I would like to inform you a bit of a trivia as far as our cuisine is concerned. Most of our cuisine does not use any much of spices or masalas. Our main ingredients as far as our spices are concerned are mostly pepper, turmeric, salt, and maybe a little bit of ginger garlic paste. That's what it goes in most of our cuisines which we cook in our traditional Meghalayan dishes. So I hope you will enjoy our cooking. It's a very simple dish which we'll be cooking. You can see now that the oil is almost coming to a smoking point. We'll just give it a couple of seconds more while it comes there.
Hello, chef.
Now you can see a bit of a smoke coming out. I hope you can see on the camera. A bit of a smoke has started coming out. That means the oil has reached its smoking point. Now is the time we can reduce the flame a little bit, and we put in the 2 grated onions.
Recipe new.
Let the onions come to a little bit of translucent color. Once the onions are a little bit translucent in color, then we take a spoon of ginger garlic paste and put into the onion. We'll just wait a couple of seconds more.
Manish Gupta, hi chef. Manish Gupta, hi chef.
Hello Manish, good to see you online. I hope you are following the recipe.
Purnima, recipe name please.
The name of this recipe which we are making is Dai Nayom. This is your lentil cooked with black sesame seed. And the black sesame seed will be made into a paste. I'll be showing you. As of now, we are frying the onions to a translucent, till it reaches a translucent color. Now the onions are almost translucent. Now is the time to put 1 teaspoon of freshly grated ginger garlic paste. We cook the ginger garlic paste along with the onion till the raw smell of the ginger garlic goes away from it.
Siki, hello. Siki saying you hello sir.
Hello Siki, good to see you online. I hope you are enjoying seeing the cooking being done. Now you can see the onion is getting a bit reddish in color. Now is the time to put a little bit of turmeric powder, a little bit of your pepper powder. I am putting here about 1 teaspoon of pepper powder, but you can put it according to your taste. And also the properly washed, drained your red lentil, which is your red masoor dal.
Daniel looking good chef.
Thank you very much. Now you stir the dal along with the turmeric and the ginger garlic paste and the onion till you get a bit of a crackling sound. Let the
Sarocha Karwal, hello chef.
Thank you. Hello to you too. Now the time that we take the black sesame paste and mix it in the dal. And we cook it till the rawness of the black sesame paste goes away a bit. You stir it for about a minute. As you can see, the black sesame paste has got incorporated with the dal and is getting a bit of a greenish tinge. Now once the dal has started touching the bottom of the pan, now is the time for you to add the water.
Divya Raj, what is this black paste?
This black paste is your black sesame seeds which has been ground into a very fine paste. Black sesame seeds in Hindi will also be known as kala til. You can easily get it from the market.
Manish Gupta, sorry I missed. How do you make a paste?
You take the black sesame seed, put it in the grinder, add a little bit of water and make it into a fine paste. Now you can see the dal has got a greenish tinge in it, and this is the time that you add salt as per your taste. Here I am adding about 1 teaspoon and a quarter. You can add as per your taste according to how much you would like the salt to be. I feel 1 1/4 is more than enough. I feel a little bit of water more will require for this. This I would like to tell you that the end dal, which will be cooked in the end by the time you get it, it'll be slightly thick in consistency. This is not going to be a watery dal. It is going to be a thick dal, so you will get a greenish color dal which will be thick in consistency. So the dal is already mixed, salt we have already put. Now is the time to cover it and let it cook for at least 15-20 minutes. So the dal is on the flame. Now is the time to go to the second dish. Our second dish for the day is jastem. Jastem literally means yellow rice. In this I will tell you the ingredients. This is again a very simple dish. In this we take about 2 cups of parboiled rice I have taken here, but you can also take basmati rice if you feel like, according to your taste. We have taken parboiled rice here, 2 cups. We have taken 2 medium-sized onions grated, your turmeric paste, your pepper, freshly ground pepper, and the main ingredient here which comes and gives the flavor to the rice is your ginger juice. You take about 100 grams of ginger, grate it and squeeze out fresh juice from it and keep it there, which has to be incorporated in it. And let us start now with the rice. Here again the cooking medium is mustard oil. I would like to mention all our cooking in the northeast, especially in Meghalaya, we do all our cooking, all our dishes are made in mustard oil. Mustard oil is known to have very beneficial properties also. So again we let the oil come to a smoking point, and then afterwards we start putting the grated onion first.
Mithali Chakraborty, which dal you have used?
In this we have used masoor dal, that is your red lentil dal which you have used. But you can also use whole moong dal, that is a green dal also you can use. Again it's your choice, whichever dal according to you which you want to use. You can either use the red lentil dal, the masoor dal because that is the most commonly used dal in our state, or you can use the green moong dal whole. We'll just give a stir to the dal a little bit while it's cooking. You can see it's getting cooked very nicely. Here again for the rice we have taken about 2 tablespoons of mustard oil.
Manish Gupta, how much water you put in the dal?
In the dal we have put enough water to be able to cover the dal. The dal should not burn. There should be enough water so that the dal when it's cooked it should not burn, and also the thickness of the dal should be there. It should not be too watery. So there should be enough water to cover the dal. Here we have put about 3/4 jug into the dal. You can see according to the quantity of your dal how much water you would like to put in that. Now the oil has come to a smoking point, so we'll put in again 2 freshly grated onions, 2 medium size.
Supriya Kapoor, Supriya Kapoor, in case I use moong dal,
You can use moong dal if you want to, but the taste will definitely come from using masoor dal or moong whole. Moong, not the moong gula dal, but you have to use moong whole dal, the green dal.
Manish Gupta, can we use pressure cooker as well as to cook?
Yes, yes, yes. Yes, Manish, you can use the pressure cooker. It will make your time faster. As far as your dal is concerned, you can pressure cook it for at least 5 whistles. After 5 whistles, your dal will be cooked perfectly. You can check it again, but minimum 5 whistles you need for the dal. Now we are waiting here also for the onion to be a bit translucent in color. We are not supposed to brown the onions, they just have to be translucent in color. Now you can see the onions have turned translucent. Now this is the time to put in our rice. Stir the rice till you get a bit of a crackling sound. This is also now the time to add half a teaspoon of turmeric powder and about 1 teaspoon of your freshly ground black pepper powder.
Manish Gupta, are you using soaked rice?
Manish, I am using a bit soaked rice, but we don't soak it for too long. Since I am using parboiled rice, I have soaked it for just hardly 10 to 15 minutes. But you have a choice of using even basmati rice, and you can soak it also for about 10-15 minutes before you start cooking. Now once we've added the turmeric and the ground black pepper, now is the time to add some vegetable stock to it. Here instead of water we use vegetable stock so that it gives a good flavor to the rice. Add enough stock so that your rice is submerged to at least half a finger. This water has to dry up totally in the rice. Once you have put the water, this is also the time to add the salt, again as per your taste. And to finish it off, in the end, we have freshly squeezed ginger juice. This you take about 100 grams of ginger, grate it nicely and squeeze out the juice. This is freshly squeezed ginger juice. This is the final thing which we add into the rice and which will give the main flavoring agent to the rice. added everything. Let it come to a boil, and then we'll cover it.
Manish Gupta, chef, can we add water as well as instead of stock?
Yes, you can add water, but stock will always give you more flavor if you add some stock. That will definitely give you more flavor.
Supriya Kapoor, what can the rice eaten with?
Supriya, the rice can be eaten with any vegetable, or if you have any other, you can go with anything. With any vegetarian dishes or any non-vegetarian dishes, the rice goes very well with it. It goes with this is a totally way of vegetarian we put. If you require, you can even put chicken stock with it to give it a different flavor if you are into a non-vegetarian this thing. But here we are using totally vegetable stock. But if you want chicken stock, you can put chicken stock. It goes very well with any of your chicken dishes or any of your dry vegetable dishes. You can have stir-fried mixed vegetables. It goes very well with stir-fried mixed vegetable. The dal which we are making alongside with it, that's a good accompaniment with this rice. The rice is coming to a boil, so now we close it and let it cook, and we wait for them to cook for these two items. Dal, I think, will take another 10-15 minutes, and the rice should also take another 15-20 minutes to cook. Rice, again, if you require, here we are cooking on the pot, but if you require, you can also cook the rice on a pressure cooker. If you are short of time, you can always cook it on a pressure cooker. Maximum whistles you give for the rice is 3 whistles. After 3 whistles, you shut the pressure cooker and let it cool down, and then you will have a wonderful, flavorful rice on your hand. Now, since these are already cooking and it will take some time, and unfortunately we do not have that long a time, so prior in hand we had already made these 2 dishes in the morning itself, and the end results of the 2 dishes are here. This is your jastem, that is your yellow rice flavored with ginger juice. And this is your dai nayong, your red lentil cooked with black sesame seed. Now, for all our Amul lovers and people who love a bit more flavor, we can use Amul ghee. And to enhance the flavor some more to the dal, take about a tablespoon of ghee and pour over the dal and let it melt in it. This will enhance the flavor even more. So both of the dishes are here. I hope you try both these dishes at home. These are very simple dishes. Very wonderful, very flavorful dishes. I think any questions you have, I'm here to answer for them. Whatever you would like to know, these are very flavorful, very simple dishes which you can make, and it doesn't take much time. It hardly takes you half an hour to cook both of them, and I think all your family will enjoy both the dishes. Thank you.